the national.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping it contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
From his own end zone, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Here we go.
On the option right is Fields.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is called in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker rooms, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Herbert once more. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Here we go. Good.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
A handoff for Herbert.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, and it's Camara again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now they'll throw with Carr. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 16. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Fields on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. We're good.
Now Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. He had much to the end zone the last time out.
One play action. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Herbert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Herbert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Herbert will take it in. Touchdown Bears. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, good completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this 1st half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now. And they have
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Off play action. Fields.
Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The Carr's throw there taken in by Smith.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on first down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. Down the numbers. There he goes. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, how about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Carr. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. This is Herbert.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. It's Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Chips back.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Out to his left. And he's brought down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
11. Go.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Fields now to throw.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr.
That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In motion left goes Smith.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
2nd and 10. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Now Herbert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First down, Bears.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a play fake. Carr.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Lutz is good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to Mooney.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Carr to throw on second down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
What now?
One final try now for Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.